Where's the tape? I can't find my scissors. What's with all the pine needles? You know what? Today, we're just going to blame it on the gnome. So I've got my supplies here. Everything was from Dollar Tree except for the faux fur that came from Hobby Lobby, and it was $3.49. I think I might have actually gotten it on sale too. But so these are the supplies. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'll set that off to the side. But I'm going to cut my faux fur. Now it wasn't until I saw a video from a recent challenge I was in. The video was by Glitzy Stitches Home DIY. I always get her channel name mixed up, but it's Shawnee, and she made a gnome in her video. I'll link it up there in the cards. And her tip on the faux fur was to like snip it and then rip the rip the fabric, so that with the flyaways doesn't happen. Wish I had seen that video before I made these, but it's okay. It works out in the end anyway. So that's a little tip for you. Go watch Shawnee's video. She explains it better than I do. So I'm just going to go ahead and continue getting my beards cut out. Now I'm going to take this red felt and I'm just cutting a square, approximately, I don't know. This is that red felt from the Dollar Tree. And I'm going to have enough here to make two. And these are my Ginger's seamstress shears. I love these scissors for fabric. They're so great. But yeah, I'm just going to kind of getting an idea of the size of the body. It's going to be a little gnome. It's not going to be a big one. You'll see. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut that in half. And I'm folding it up. And I will just hot glue the edges here. What was I doing? Oh, I need another glue stick. Yeah, so I'm just gluing here on the edges, creating my seams just on either side, and then that way I can turn it inside out and then fill it. I've got my Christmas Story cup there. It's a Major Awards, my leg lamp cup. I have a set of these. I thought it was only appropriate to use it to make some Christmas gnomes. So I just turned my felt inside out, and I'm going to use some pinto beans. I don't eat them much anymore, so I guess it came in handy for me. And I'm just going to fill a good bit of this body with these beads after I tear up them bags some more, and then they all want to come out. So oh, it was a mess anyway. So it's about 3/4 of the way full, which is fine. I'm going to make sure I have room to be able to close up the top of his little red felt body, and I guess I can add a few more, but I'm just going to hot glue the top edge there, the top, and make it a seam again, and then I will fold in the corners to secure it all together. So his little body is finished, and like I said, this one was really easy. I'm taking these, oh, so cute, these fuzzy socks from the Dollar Tree. My mom pointed them out, and I was like, oh, you know, gnome hat, and you know, they're red and green and white stripes, and I mean, I couldn't say no. So after I'm fighting with these a bit to get them off of the little hanger, I'm just going to use one sock, and I'm not going to glue it at all. I'm not going to cut it. I'm just going to use it. So I'm just messing around with the arrangement of it, trying to figure out the best way to apply it and put it on here so it'll stay. Again, I'm not gluing it. And I finally get it figured out. I think actually this would be a cute, like, you know, it would be a gift, obviously, because it's a gnome, but I'm thinking like if you did two that matched and use the socks as the hats, but you didn't glue the socks, you know what I mean? Or if you're following, you know, so they, whoever you're giving these gnomes to can wear the socks, but you know, you'd have to give them hats. So see how fuzzy that is, right? I didn't like the way it looked after I cut it. So I flipped it over, right? And because you know how this, if you know what the faux fur feels like, it smooths down with the grain, right? Like hair does. But I flipped it over and brushed it against the grain so it would make it go all crazy. So I'm just tacking it down with some hot glue to the body on the corners of the beard. I think it looks so cute, all scraggly and crazy like that. I mean, so I've got these little glittery balls, okay? They came from a pick, right? In that mega thrift floral stash that I have. And there was a bunch of picks with like baubles on them. So that's what these are from. I took those all apart because I was going to string them into another garland, or string them in together into a garland. But I haven't done it yet. So I'm just going to use this and I'm going to glue it. I'm going to glue the nose down. It's right there. And full disclosure, I did accidentally glue the sock, like a couple of the little fuzzy pieces to that back there. But look how cute he is. Oh my god, he's so adorable. Let me know what you think of this guy. This is the Blame It on the Gnome DIY Challenge, being hosted by Connie's Creative Creations and Robin Spies and DIYs. And I will make sure their links and the link to the playlist are in the description box below. So make sure to check out everybody in the playlist. And I gotta say, these are my favorite gnomes I've made. And if you've been on my channel, you know I make a lot of gnomes. Here's the next one. For this guy, I'm taking one of my prepared gnome bodies, and I'm going to wrap it with that car cleaning cloth. Ooh, say that fast. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm using that cleaning cloth both two ways. I'm using one side for the body and the other side for the hat. So I'm going to take the part that I'm making the hat from, and I'm using the super fuzzy side. So I'm just kind of like using my scissors, like sketch out my little arch, whatever, in the pile of the fabric there, so I can get a good conical shape on that. So he's nice, and so his hat's nice and rounded, and I have scrap for a smaller one if I want. And if you can tell, that's the fuzzy side and the inside is smoother. That's going to be the side that we use for the body, or the style, or the type of, you know. You guys, it's 12:13. I'm tired and I have to get up early to watch the baby in the morning, so I'm sorry if I'm not making much sense. So I'm just taking a bead of hot glue down the edge, putting the right sides together, and going ahead and hot gluing that seam. And once it's set, of course, then I can go ahead and turn it inside out, and that will be done. Now just taking the part of the fabric that I'm using for the body, and it is the not as fuzzy side. I'm sure there's purposes to it. I don't know what it is. I mean, it's all going to get wet and sloppy if you use it for its intended purpose anyway, right? So I'm just hot gluing the edge, and then pulling it over, laying the other side down, gluing it together, and then I will glue the bottom and tie the top. And here I had laid him out just to kind of get an idea of how everything was going to fit, and Yes, I'm going to use glitter. Oh, it was a mess. So I just, I tied the top just with some twine, and this piece wraps nearly the entire way around the body, which was what I was looking for. So I'm going to go ahead and glue that down and keep working on how I put him together. So I've got that glued down, and now I'm going to go ahead and get the hat on, and it's nice and big. That's fine. I wanted to pull it down. It fits exactly how I wanted it. I'm going to go ahead and glue it on the back. It's way down there. It'll stay on. And making sure it's secure. You can see it taking form already. I love it. Just making sure you can sit up nicely. And I'm taking one of these Dollar Tree ornaments, and I'm going to use that for the nose. Look how cute. Yes. So gluing all that together. And out of the pack that I bought, that one actually didn't have one of those, it didn't have the hanging part on it. It was just in there. So that's him. Yeah. But I'm not done yet. So I'm going to take one of these snowflake ornaments from the Dollar Tree. Remember I said there was glitter involved? Yeah, this is where the glitter is involved. So I'm going to take one of these and I'm going to just cover it in glitter. So I've got this just silver fine flake glitter, and I'm going to use some Mod Podge. I'm just going to go ahead and paint over the whole thing with Mod Podge, getting all of it covered real well. And then I'm going to, I guess I'm just cleaning it up because, it gooped over the sides, which is fine. It doesn't matter. So I'm just cleaning it up a little bit and spreading it around. I don't care if there's glitter on the back. It doesn't really matter. But I'm just going to go ahead and sprinkle this on. And I have a whole bunch of glitter, from doing my nails to doing resin. Yeah, so I'm just going to go ahead and coat this all up real well with the glitter. Now my glitter ornament is dry, so I'm going to glue it to his little hat. And I have some snowflake chunky glitter that I'm also going to use. See if it'll come into focus there. Yeah. I have a set of snowflake glitter in all different colors. So, but I wanted to stick with the silver. And yeah, so I'm just going to go ahead and decorate him with this chunky glitter and the giant snowflake, using my little glue gun there. And I am going to hot glue the giant snowflake to the hat. As you'll see here, just kind of getting my placement. Nice dab of hot glue right there to the hat. Oh, he's so cute. When I say this is my favorite, I'm not kidding. He is my favorite. Now for the chunky glitter, I'm not going to hot glue. I thought I was going to, but I don't really need to hot glue it. They're small enough that, I can do something else. So I'm using some poster tack, the blue sticky tack. That's what we always called it. So I'm using that on the end of my mechanical pencil just to pick it up because I couldn't find my picker tool I have. And I'm just going to sprinkle a few of these in his beard, and I'm not gluing these down because, they're just going to stick in there just fine. I don't need to glue it. So I'm just kind of randomly placing these snowflakes in his beard. So he's all snowy. He's adorable. Now I am going to glue them to his hat, and I'm just using that same Mod Podge and just, you know, picking one up with my left hand. I've got a little dab of Mod Podge on a paintbrush in my right hand, and just, again, randomly placing. I just wanted to make sure I had something on the back of each little piece of snowflake glitter to help it stick to the hat. With the fuzzy part of the hat, I might have gotten away with just placing them with no adhesive, but moving it from one room to another, I was worried that those would fall off. Now, they're not coming out of the beard because they're wedged in that faux fur pretty well. So I didn't have to glue those, and this has worked out. I'm just, like I said, I'm just kind of sprinkling them here and there. Not a lot, just a few. And I was going to just leave it when I put the big snowflake on his hat, but then Jaden, my daughter, said he needs more. He needs more snowflakes. And so I was like, well, I have this glitter and I think it'll work, maybe. So she kind of grabs it and starts, you know, placing it. So thank her for the rest of the snowflakes on this little guy. And she was right. It does look so much better. I mean, it's just a little thing, but it really makes the rest of it pop. And put one right there by his little nose. And I'm just going to let those sit and dry. And get a few more. I don't go too crazy. I don't even think I used all those. But he's adorable. I know I've said that. This is like the third time I've said he's adorable. But he really is. He's my favorite. Oh, oops. I think, yeah, these two are the best of the ones I've done this year. And I don't know if this is a trend that will stay for a while, but I hope so. Look how cute he is. Oh my goodness. I love him. This is my troublemaker gnome with his crazy beard. I like him. And my elegant winter king gnome. He is definitely going to hang out all winter long with us. Let me know which one is your favorite. Would you like to try to make one of these yourself? Don't forget to check out the rest of the playlist. That link and the links to Connie and Robin are in my description box below. Make sure to spread the YouTube goodness. It's definitely a good time to do that because it's Christmas and it doesn't cost anything to like, comment, and subscribe on everybody's channels. And I'm getting closer to 1,000, so don't forget to hit the subscribe button right up there. Go ahead and don't forget to ring the notification bell. Make sure you get all of my updates. Thank you guys so much for watching. Take care. Bye.